All right, so unfortunately we had to take a break due to a winter weather storm that blasted most of the United States. And buried a lot of people. But we're back. So, what happened last time? Well, last time the party was finishing up their battle against the security here outside the cathedral. The Griffin Spirit and Tiger Spirit had been resummoned as the party was slowly investigating and trying to figure out where the celestial rhombus might be. It's unclear if they took too long or if they did something that triggered a next wave of defense from this, whatever this mechanism is. But another wave came out, and Nim was dangling for her dear life as the Griffin Spirit had clutched her, flew her about 100 or so feet into the air, and threatened to drop her into the void underneath this ramshackle chamber outside the cathedral. The party decided to focus their attention after saving Nim. Rio did, sacrificing himself injury-wise to save Nim. And then the party decided to turn their attention to the orb in the middle of the room, keeping this elven spirit in captivity. However, that seemed to prompt another layer of security, in which a creepy, almost priestly-like spirit emerged with a metal mask covering its face like some sort of spirit from The Conjuring. And it had a censer in its hand and incense that dangled from the censer. This spirit opened by immediately blinding Lysander and Nia. Nia unfortunately crit failed her save, so she was blinded for pretty much the entire combat and was effectively rendered useless. But the party decided to keep chipping away at the center sphere. However, they realized that this is an ancient magical sphere that was designed to hold some sort of spirit very firmly, and they were doing very little damage to it. So although definitely possible to break it, probably not something that they wanted to spend their effort on in the middle of a life and death situation. So once again, they turned to fighting off the three spirits. And after nearly losing a couple of times, the party bounced back. And at the very end, after the creepy spirit from The Conjuring, it's not really from The Conjuring, but that's kind of the vibe it has, had gone invisible and threatened to sneak up and possibly one-shot one of the remaining player characters since they were all really low, Lysander happened to unleash a 3-action healing spell, which this time the spirit did not successfully save against, leading to possibly the most anticlimactic defeat of a spirit ever, as it just exploded from the holy energy, and Lysander saved the day. So the party then spent a long time trying to figure out the different mechanisms and the puzzles here. They discovered that the devices in the corners of the room required divine energy. It required Nia pleading to Sol Saha for aid, and unbeknownst to the party, Sol Saha seemed to be giving Nia a sort of "this is the last time" kind of treatment. But one of the devices lit up. Another device ripped out Rio's spark from him and held it in place. Another device required Lysander's divine energies from the spells and the powers that he draws upon as an oracle. And the last one, it's hard to say whether it was divine or some sort of perversion of the divine or something else, but Nim also had to give up part of her spellcasting power as well. And thus, the pillars came to life, and they channeled like a focused laser into the center of the room that when all 4 beams connected, they exploded in holy energy, blasting the central area of the chamber with that holy energy and healing anyone who was there for 30 hit points. The party then went on to investigate the pillar Oblivion made and found out that the top of it, was like creepy fingers that dislocated, expanded, and broke until they elongated and touched the ground, forming a makeshift cage, and then a mauve barrier of energy surged in between the pillar gaps, making like a little protective shell. It was at this point that Nim said, "Oh, these probably could have all been used during the fight and made our lives a lot easier." And then everyone had a facepalm moment as they realized that they fought the battle on extreme hard mode. And then to test her theory, Nim's like, "Let me go check the cathedral door," and she pushed on it. It's a very heavy door and she is very small. She was not able to move it, but she could tell it was movable. Whatever forces seemed to have been sealing the door now no longer do so. So the party took a moment to try to patch up their wounds, but unfortunately Rio was too shaken to patch everyone up. And so you are now left with a decision as a spiritual play just sort of went off in the middle of this chamber. And where we begin session 25, Betrayal of Spirit, is the same place we left off, which is Nim. The spirit locks eyes with you and says, "A monster thou art. You must accept this," and disappears.
Was I the only one that saw that?
No. That's new to me too. I feel like that's very strange. I think you're the subject of a prophecy.
Yeah, I'm just a girl.
More of these spirits and their tricks. Doesn't mean anything. Let's keep moving.
Well, do we want to keep moving? Because we don't know what's behind those doors other than it could be terrible for us, and I don't know how we feel about heading into terribleness.
What we've been doing this entire time.
Things. I think we've been quite drained by this whole encounter, and then I'll check around and see if there's anyone else I can patch up with my medicine kit.
It seems that healing burst healed me fully.
Everyone else looks fine except for the people you already failed to treat, Rio, so you'll have to wait at least an hour to fix up those people. You also all suddenly feel a new power welling up within you, a potential untapped that seems to have been brought out by the extreme life and death situation that you were just put through. Maybe if you had some time to rest and meditate on this new potential, you could unleash it, but for now it's just there at the back of your minds, something that you feel. Also, Rio, please give me a will saving throw, and then sorry, Nim, go ahead.
I understand, Neo, that this place has just been shit after shit after shit as far as terribleness goes. And I understand we're still looking for Digger. I just also think maybe we should take a breather, take some stock, and decide if we go in that we're good as far as what we have left, and maybe think through what people will need should we end up in the frying pan again.
Whatever's been down here has been down here for thousands of years. I don't think we are in any rush. It would be foolish to do so.
Rio, as you think upon those two spirits that you saw, you recognize the elven figure. A general of some sort, but his name and your potential relationship to him in the past escapes you. But you definitely recognize that that male spirit you saw was one of the highest ranking military officers in this fortress in the past.
Do I feel any sort of a base emotion towards that recognition? As let's say, like, is it positive, neutral, or negative?
Because your memories have been so thoroughly wiped, it is pretty neutral. The only emotion is one of recognition, like, oh yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what that guy is, but who that guy is, but I should know him, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's maybe think through things. Everyone isn't on the verge of death, so win there. I'm fairly tapped on magical abilities, so that makes me nervous as far as keeping you guys up. And then potion-wise, I mean, I have some left, but it's not a lot.
We have enough water to rest. May we try to contact Digger once more, now that we're down here?
Maybe. Digger still had the little, like, what do you call it? Like,
The communication ability?
Yeah.
Yes, as far as you know, Digger took with her both her tabard and her guild registration card, which had the magic engraved into it to allow long-distance communication.
Alright, I'll take out my card and just say, Digger, are you there?
So you take out your card, you trace the guild sigil over it that's sealed on the back, and then the magic activates. You send this message, but there is no reply.
Sander will just shake his head. I don't know what terrible magics have whisked her away, but it has taken her far, or it blocks these signals.
I mean, she may no longer be in ownership of those things. Okay. How's everyone else feeling? Do we want to take a break? Nia's that gonna be okay? You seem, I get it, anxious to get out of here.
Yeah, Nia's pacing up and down the room a little bit as you talk about this, and she says, "Fine, we'll set up camp on the doorstep of Ghost Castle. We'll just do what you gotta do. We'll be ready for what's next. We take stock of what we got. Potions. I got tons of potions. Here, take potions here." And she starts pulling out handfuls of potions. I've ended up with too many healing potions out of character. Please take them from me.
Oh, just put them in the stash.
The only one with healing potions currently.
I have. Why do you have so many?
I never use them, and people keep saying like, "Hey, we'll split up some of these potions we got," and I'm like, "Sure, I'll take one."
Well, okay.
I mean, I did bottle feed, so.
But I still have 6 healing potions, and one of them's a moderate, so I'm stocked.
And don't forget, if you didn't already, make sure you have 1 hero point to start the session.
Okay. Alright. Nim's gonna walk up to the pacing Nia and just try to like lay a hand on her well, she's not very tall, so probably her like hip or something, arm, and just say, do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what? There's only one way to go, and there's no way to know what's down there. other than to go. So all this waiting is eating at my nerves.
I may have had a revelation that could help you. I just need to study on this spell I have mastered.
Oh, you got some kind of new magic?
So, as I understand it, I can choose an affliction, a cursed disease or poison, and at this spell rank, I can reduce that stage by 1.
If you pass the counteract attempt, yes.
That's not the saying here. It just says choose an affliction. And it prefaces this with saying this reduction can only be applied once.
Oh, yes.
So you can't, like, spam it. Am I reading that right?
Yeah. I was just saying, if you cast it at a higher level, then you could attempt to counteract it.
Yeah, then that would be a full counteract.
Yeah. Whereas this is just knocking the edge off, basically.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this for Nia and see if this works.
And did you have that spell prepared already last session?
Oh, no, I'll have to do that after the rest. But that's just what I wanted to know.
I get it. Yeah, I'm a little anxious too.
Well, there's not much to be done about it. We'll set up camp here.
We'll have to figure out a way for you to deal with those spirits. Your sword wasn't effective.
Yeah, then she grabs towards her hip. She left it in Nim's bag. It's in the bag of holding, and she's like surprised to notice it's gone. And it's like, I forgot I left it. Yeah, no, it didn't do anything. But I have this. And then she grabbed the pale lady's hammer. It's like it's this thing I have. I don't know why it was down here. I don't know why we found it. But it's been useful so far. I expect it will be again.
I believe we will. And if you're feeling really anxious, something that helps me is petting Cookie, and maybe she'll let you pet her and you could feel better.
You would have let me?
Well,
And
she's
she
sometimes
eyes
particular.
Cookie curiously.
If you would like to try to
Nia
pet
walks
me...
up with a gloved hand, reaches cautiously towards Cookie.
Why don't you roll me, let's see, do we have nature in this system?
Yep.
Why don't you roll me a nature check?
Oh no!
You're real rough.
You reach out to try to pet her, and your whole hand just like clomps onto the top of Cookie's little head. She shakes it out and starts pecking at your hand and flies away and hides behind Nim's shoulder.
You gotta use gentle hands, Nia.
Yeah, maybe next time. And she shakes her hand, looks at it for cuts.
I tuck underneath Cookie's chin and just tries to soothe her.
She is always grateful for your attention, and you can see that she's kind of scowling after Nia's rough handling, but As you give her the chin scritches, she slowly relaxes.
Pupils go from like hunting mode to normal mode.
Nia, may I see that hammer?
Yeah, take a look.
So I assume we've already identified magic on this.
Yes, Nim identified it several sessions ago. Well, maybe like 2 or 3.
Alright, but what I would like to do is a general recall knowledge on the Pale Lady's hammer.
Okay. Go
And
ahead.
for this, I will be using Tap the Past.
Alright. Give me a religion check then, please.
Let me... Remnants of the Past. And the higher of those rolls.
Oh, well, it's a good thing, because one of them was a natural 1. Alright. So, let's see here.
I gotta ping Tap the Past. Where did it go?
Okay. Alright, so... Unfortunately, you haven't heard much about this. In fact, in this lifetime, you've never heard of this. But there's a very faint memory that is very vague and imprecise in your mind about there being a... sort of a chosen individual who was blessed by Sal Saha in the past, and this was their weapon. It seems to have some sort of connection to Sal Saha, and it seems to react to those who were chosen by her, but that's about all that you're able to remember.
I see. This is the weapon of the chosen one of Sal Saha. You know, Nia, though you have fallen out of grace with Sal Saha, there is always chance for atonement if you were to visit a cleric.
Yeah. It'll be the first thing I do when we get back to Lovosgrad.
I'll hand that
And remember
back to you.
to put some sincerity into it as much as you can when conversing with her next time, or communing.
Thanks for the advice.
Alright, so is the decision to pretty much make camp and wait out until tomorrow to breach the cathedral, or are we just taking a short rest? And I mean short in terms of...
Mia doesn't have any resources that restore on a long rest, so... yeah, I'd love treat wounds, and then can continue without any penalty, but I know you guys got spells that are meaningful, so go... You do your thing, and I will play around it.
Yeah, I would say if this is quote-unquote checkpoint, then yes, we probably need a long rest to be more effective, because we struggled in that last fight, and I'm sure the boss will be even harder.
Yes, according to the spirit, again, if the spirit can be believed, that was just security. The real threat lies in the cathedral, so... If the spirit's telling the truth, it sounds like you should expect even worse beyond those doors.
It probably had reasons to lie, though.
All
Yeah,
right.
I probably believe him.
So you don't obviously have to camp
Yeah.
out down here. You could obviously go back to like Rio's lab or that weird little shrine that you found if you want to. It's up to you all. Where do you feel more safe?
Maybe we go back to Rio's lab. I mean, it wouldn't take too long, right?
No. It would just take maybe 30 minutes.
I'm fine either way. I'm also fine next to the, what do you call it? Pillar over there, because it does a shield.
By the way, could everyone roll me a private perception check?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone passes. I could draw your attention to Tailspire. Suddenly, the long stone column above the cathedral door begins to shift. Big chunks of brick begin to fall down as Nim and Rio, you have to dance out of the way, and some sort of slab is almost pushed through, almost melts through as if from some sort of other dimension. And what you see above this towering structure now, leading to the cathedral, is a strange symbol of some kind. It looks like a skeletal figure in priestly robes holding a sacrificial basin of some kind. There are these strange rivulets of sunlight that seem made out of gold that seem to be bursting from its back, but behind it is stone that is cold and gray, and there are also two strange, almost hieroglyphic-like carvings of stone tablets at its flank. And as you manage to dodge out of the way and the dust settles, you hear this strange noise from this device as you see these strange tube-like structures attached to various points of this sculpture or this relief, whatever it may be, and it seems like something is pumping in and out of it. But this was not observable to you before, and it is deeply unsettling. Everyone, please give me a will saving throw.
What on earth is that?
Alright, you all pass. For a moment, terror threatens to strike into your heart and elevate any sort of fear that you may have already felt, but you push it down and are able to, for the most part, maintain your calm.
Alright, so to make sure I understand, it's a stone slab that is still above the door or has fallen to our feet?
No, it's above the door. It melted through the stone structure leading into the cathedral.
Okay, so above the door, stone slab that has this skeleton figure in some sort of robe situation holding a bowl. And it looks like there's sunbeams coming off of its back with two hieroglyphic, what do you call them? What was the word you
Stone
used?
tablets.
Tablets, yes. Two hieroglyphic tablets behind the skeleton. And you said there's two tubes that... Are these tubes that come out and end, or tubes that loop back into
Two sets of tubes. The bottom two attached to what seems to be the base of the statue, and two more attached to the back. And you see there's some sort of big cogwheel behind it as well.
Okay. But it connects to itself, so they're not open tubes.
Correct.
Okay.
Would this be within 30 feet? At its closest.
Yes, it would be just at 30 feet.
I'd like to cast Read Aura on it.
Alright. You cast Read Aura on it. It definitely has some magic to it.
I'll advise Nim on that magic, giving her +2 if she wishes to identify it.
I can try.
Alright, give me a private recall knowledge, or if you don't have that in your toolbar, then either occult or religion. With a +2 bonus.
I'll cast Guidance on you too. status bonus.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't add that already before I rolled, but
So 28
you can
total.
add that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. My bad. Oops, you don't know that. Excuse me. All right. Well, that's unfortunate for you. Because the magic on this device is sanctified magic, meaning it has been devoted to either the cause of good or the cause of evil. And you are able to identify that it is in fact the cause of evil which is most closely aligned with this particular magic. And as you study this symbol, trying to overcome the pressure it seems to be exerting upon you, you realize that this is a sculpture, a statue, a shrine, if you will, a holy work dedicated to none other than the Genesis of Abomination, more perhaps appropriately named Nityl Naga. He is one of the few deities in all of Angara who is said to be genuinely evil, and he opposes Sol Saha every chance he can. He is Sol Saha's mortal enemy.
Oh no. Do you guys recognize this?
Only you do currently.
Okay. So this is Nityl
Nityl Naga.
and mortal enemy of Sasaha, you know, or I guess immortal enemy. And he is known to destroy and ruin whatever he touches. He can even unravel ideas and thoughts. He is the overseer of the undead upon death, pain to the world. I mean, he is bad news.
I see. There is something truly heinous sealed here, then.
Yeah, and he's not going to like that. And I point to the Pale Lady Hammer.
Hearing that explanation, I click my tongue and just spit on the ground near me and just walk over to the water's edge and just stands there and contemplates in silence.
Water's edge? What water?
Isn't the
That's a
chasm like full of water?
No, it's full of...
Oh, okay.
Who knows what? You can't see the bottom of it, it's just
Okay.
a pit.
Yeah, I thought the surface was right next to it, so... Well, I walked to the edge anyway.
Stare into the void, and all that is there is a eerie pale blue light, and you can hear the gasps and cries of several displaced souls echoing from the cavernous depths below.
I wish we had some help here. Any sort of knowledge that could guide us.
Oh, we're in for something nasty if whoever set this up was a devotee of the Genesis of Abomination.
Lysander, why don't you roll me a secret society roll, because you do have the choker of elocution.
Oh, sure.
You do get your bonus for Ancient Elven Society here.
Is that a +1?
I believe so. It should say in the item.
Yep, it's a +1.
Alright. Well, suddenly, a memory from your past life swims to the surface. You recall yourself being dragged down into an abyss similar like this, shadowed hands and claws gripping your wrists, your waist, your ankles, pulling you down. You remember the panic. You remember seeing so many elves around you screaming for liberation, but suffocating in the darkness. Cold sweat breaks out on your forehead, and the memory fades.
I wonder if that was one of my deaths.
Encountered something similar before?
I feel a remembrance. It is always a vague thing. I'll recount what I remembered.
Well, I remember less than you about this, but I do feel some sort of deep-seated anger about this.
Let us take a moment. Let us go back to your workshop, rest, and meditate on further action.
I
Suddenly,
I have no objection.
from the sacrificial bowl on the monument above you, this black sludge begins to overflow and drip down the whole stone structure, down the cathedral door in front of you, and a purple mist begins to fill the room as you hear this grating, almost mechanical voice say, "Final defense activating absolute annihilation." And then it begins filling the room even greater as you turn behind you to look at the stairwell that you came from, and it is completely sealed up in this miry goo that materialized from the bowl. The mist is filling the room, and it's beginning to choke you.
Alright, hold your breath, and then I charge at the door, ready to bust it open.
You charge
And
at the
yet we've
cathedral
taken
door?
too long again.
You charge at the cathedral
you
door,
said
yeah?
the way back is sealed up, right?
It looks to be that way, yes.
Yeah, then
let's-
I go towards the door and get ready to open it.
What were you saying, Nim?
She was gonna yell the pillar.
You charge the door, Rio. Please give me a fortitude saving throw.
Yep.
I'm gonna start heading towards the pillar.
Alright, Rio, you take 8 points of void damage as this noxious ooze, or this noxious mist gets to you as you hit the door, and the black goop that spilled down, it gets on your body and almost feels like it's defiling you in that very instance, but you bounce off the door. It seems like this goop has reinforced the door, made it even harder to get through. The mist is now up to your knees. You all walk back to that pillar, okay?
And I basically try to smash the door open with great force.
There we go.
Do I roll a athletics?
You try to break it through the door, and once again roll me a fortitude saving throw. The rest of you, as you're walking over to this pillar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and activate it.
Yeah.
Alright, once
Rio,
again,
get over here now.
that is a failure, as you take 23 points of void damage, and you become enfeebled 1. As you try to break through this door, roll me an athletics check. But don't forget to add enfeebled 1.
I didn't get to roll the first time.
Yeah, the first time you couldn't break it through.
I didn't roll.
I know, I'm saying make one now.
Oh, okay. So this is enfeebled 1. So the enfeebled 1 applied on the first instance of the me walking into the fog.
No, of this failure that you just had, yeah. Alright. So, you push on the door, the void damage hits you, you feel yourself weakening physically, and the door doesn't budge. The mist is now up to your waist, and you can feel your eyes burning, your ears are starting to bleed, your nose stings even though you're holding your breath. It feels like...
I fly back to where the others are.
Alright. Nim, what are you doing to this pillar?
I'm not touching it until I see Rio get close enough that I can... I don't want it to go down when Rio's not with us.
Alright.
So I have my hand just hovering over it.
Alright, so in that case, everyone please give me a fortitude saving throw, as the mist is now completely consuming Nim and up to your all's waist. Ooh.
Got kicked out of Foundry.
Alright, I'll roll a fortitude save for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh no, it's a natural 1!
Oh, hero point. I don't want to crit fail this.
Okay. I'll roll again. Oh, almost a natural 1 again. It saves a 29. Alright, so everyone except for Rio and Lysander fails. So, those of you who failed, you take 24 void damage and are enfeebled 1. The rest of you take half damage. And Rio at this point now lands. Nim is... your eyes feel like they're about to be burned out of your skull from whatever this mist is.
Ouchie.
But Rio has landed next to you now.
Yeah, as soon as he does, my hand goes on the pillar.
Alright. You put your hand on the pillar and channel your connection to whatever strange entities you draw your power from. And once again, the pillar, the top of it, those strange finger-like appendages begin to extend and break and bend backwards. And they hit the ground around you all, and that mauve shell appears. And as the mauve shell appears around all of you, the mist mysteriously, completely disappears. And you watch as the room fills up over the next 20 seconds or so. And it lingers there. Until eventually, the mist begins lowering once again. Do you keep your hand on this pillar this entire time, Nim?
Hell yeah, I do, with Killer Mist.
Alright, so...
It knocked the crap out of me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
burns are very bad.
did Nia fail that?
Oh, you did, yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's 24 and I am enfeebled 1.
Yes. So Nim, as you continue to channel your energy into it, this is going to cost you to sustain it for this long.
Oh, fun.
Please mark off a second level spell slot. As you pour your
no rest for us.
Pour your energy into it, and after a few minutes, the mist dissipates, the barrier breaks, the oblivion phalanges retract to their position. And as you look at the broken stone and woodwork in this room, it all appears to be scarred, like parts of it have melted and somehow corrugated. Whatever that was had an effect on even the physical structure of this room. The door itself, however, remains covered in that black goop.
Oh, it did say final defense, right?
There's no way to tell, and I fear it won't be safe to rest here.
Can we even get out? And I look towards the stairway.
Yeah.
You look towards the stairway, and it is no longer obstructed, although the stairs do look to be in much worse condition as the stones have been eroded by whatever this substance was.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's not wait anymore. Come back when we're ready.
Let's examine the stairs. How bad are they?
How bad are they? Good question. Let's see here.
Are they good enough for a gnome to get up?
Give me either society or crafting, your choice. Whoever would like to check.
Guess I'll just recall knowledge.
Lysander, you think that as soon as you step on one of these stairs, it's going to crumble, and not only that, but the remnants or whatever the substance is are probably also going to melt your boots off. Nim, you think so long as you guys are careful, you can easily make it up these stairs and back down, but you definitely don't want to rush up them.
If we're careful, we could get back up and come back down. I agree with Lysander. We probably shouldn't rest here after this nasty room of surprises.
Are you sure? These stairs look completely compromised to me.
I mean, I'm fairly good at crafting and assessing things, so I'm fairly positive that, yes, we don't move fast. Take your time, but we should be able to make up the stairs and come back when we're ready to come back to that nastiness over there. She points to the door.
And you do see, Lysander, that Nim did pull down her fancy little eye telescope thingy that she found here, and she told you all it was a device to enhance crafting work, so do with that what you will.
I suppose I'll trust her. Very well. Go on.
I will tippy-toe up the stairs.
Alright. Does anyone rush up the stairs?
No, I guess I'll follow her lead and just kind of test my weight on every step, pretty much. Penguin walk up the...
Alright. Well, in that case, takes you all several minutes to do this very slowly, but you get up the stairs with few problems. Maybe a stub toe or two. And you make it back to Rio's workshop.
Alright. Let us set up camp, everyone.
I'm just glad we're all alive. That was not easy.
We'll have much time to rest and contemplate.
I'll help with rearranging and setting things up for folks.
Sure. So as you all take your time to set up camp, and remember you pretty much have a whole day to spend preparing for whatever's next, but also realizing that this very well could be the last day and the last night that any of you ever spend together. Is there anything that any of you would like to do or discuss with each other? Anything that you don't want to leave left unsaid, as again, this could be your last moments with these individuals.
I think while Nim's setting things up and trying to get folks comfortable, because I'm sure we're us being enfeebled and frightened and bleeding out of our nose and eyes, that people need some distraction. So she probably will start just prattling on like she tends to, what do you guys want to do when we get back to town? Like, do you got any bucket list things you want to get done? Like, I've always wanted to like have some really cool adventures in like sightseeing stuff, and I would love to maybe check out the library and see if we could get in, because wouldn't it be cool, because we saved the priest, and she's just like prattling as she goes.
I'm just going and nodding my head, going,
It's like a lot of fun. Now when we get back, first thing I'm gonna do is take a long, hot bath.
That certainly would be nice.
I know next to nothing of your world, so I suppose my next adventure will be next to all of you.
Indeed.
You might find at a very different place than from where you came from.
I haven't known all of you long, but you have been among the bravest people I have ever met. This life and past lives included.
Oh, that's kind. I really want to get back and see if I can make some real cool friends. I'm determined to make Geert love me.
Who?
The Order. Man, he's the one who makes the traps, right?
Yeah, he has a rough exterior, but I bet he's a big softie on the inside.
Oh, I see.
And as you mentioned friends, Nim, you remember one particular friend, your first friend, Cassiani Komi, who, according to the gambling spirit, is apparently no longer your friend somehow.
I know. She's trying not to think of that. Thanks a lot. Yeah, and I would love to maybe see if Telio will let me teach Barabbas some tricks. Or ride him, because he's also huge.
It has been a long time since I've thought of the mundane things. I often take things too seriously sometimes, including times when I should not.
You gotta find the small moments and enjoy them. Life's made up a lot of small moments. The doom and gloom here is, I found, pretty abnormal to typical life. This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Perhaps if it does not leave you with too much trauma, it will make you appreciate the peace in life once you attain it once more.
I know, I can't wait to see Pa. I mean, I hope he's doing fun stuff and learning how to be a cool shipwright and all that stuff, and I hope he's okay.
For what it's worth, this short and perilous amount of time that you've given me, I feel like I've never felt more alive for, well, millennia. And for that, I will do everything in my power to see it through, that all three of you get to live your lives as fulfilling as you can.
That's awfully kind of you.
While I appreciate that, Rio, I would ask that, given the situation, if given the opportunity, I would prefer my life be taken instead of all of yours. I have lived many lives before, and I will live many more to come. Humans and elves, they aren't so lucky.
Well, I'll not argue against that, but I dare you to fight me for it when the time comes. Should someone needs to sacrifice themselves.
Indeed. Were you not an immortal man, I imagine you would have died in battle long ago.
Very reckless time
You'd
of my
have died
life,
in
I
battle
presume.
2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
True. Well, I suppose losing immortality has its perks. Maybe that's what I should have done a long time ago to feel life again, instead of scrambling for whatever extremes to feel that excitement.
I'll turn to Nim after that and say, Nim, I've noticed a darkness tugging at you as we've been down here.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that. There's been some weird things, and I've had a fairly normal life. I mean, I've traveled a lot with my dad, but nothing's been weird. Weird, but not like scary weird.
I've dealt with apparitions and spirits in the past, ones that offer you things. Know this. Any spirit down here that offers salvation will likely take everything from you, and then more.
Do you think that last vision was talking to me, or maybe talking to somebody in the past that was maybe where I was at?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Did you not see it?
See what?
When we were inspecting the door, we had there was a vision, and it appeared to be in the past. There was an elven man who was decorated in armor, and he, carried himself kind of like a soldier or a commander, and with him was a woman.
Oh, I think in character I was for that,
Yeah.
but I wasn't there at the time.
And anyway, she said she was documenting the end of whatever happened, I guess, here. And she called the man General, maybe General. And said that she couldn't change their fate, only record it. And then she seemed to send a message, but it was like she was looking right at me. But that's impossible, because this was centuries ago.
What did the woman look like?
Just normal. She was about 5'8", brown, long hair, carried a fancy book.
She did have some sort of strange wings
also had-
out of her back, yeah.
Does
Yeah,
that
the
match
wings.
Digger's? Does that match? Oh, not. Okay, so that's not Digger. I was like, okay, is there some weird things happening? Can you imagine?
It's all a bunch of trickery, Nim. Smoke and mirrors. They're trying to get under your skin.
You think?
No. Nia, that is simply hard-headedness.
Well, I doubt it was entirely a coincidence. That If that was calculated, it sure felt very far-fetched, but I wouldn't put it past the entities of ancient times. I get the feeling some of them were, well, even way beyond my understanding sometimes.
Whether she was actually trying to talk to me or if she was talking to someone else, she did seem genuine in trying to warn that person, but the advice didn't make any sense. Why would someone want to embrace being a monster? That doesn't make sense.
Embrace being a monster to achieve what?
She just said that
I don't know what you think of. I don't know what you think of is a monster at this time, but I was called such in my time, and well, I didn't see it as odd.
It's just unnerving because she said that I need to accept that I am a monster. And your, winged nemesis that we let through also called me somewhat of an abomination. And then the mirror also showed some unnerving things. And I don't know if this place is trying to trick me into being something I'm not.
You're not a monster, Nim.
I don't want to be a monster. Monsters are evil and they're bad, and I don't want to be that.
Well, not necessarily. Maybe that means you have a great strength within you that you haven't learned how to grasp yet.
And there's something I didn't share. But when you remember when the flying monster grabbed me and was holding me over the chasm?
That was terrifying.
Yes.
I heard something yell at me to let them out.
Was it a voice you've heard before?
No.
Let who out?
I don't know.
Are you afraid of becoming big and scary and losing control, or are you afraid of not being you anymore?
Well, yeah, definitely afraid of not being me anymore, but I'm also scared of just becoming kind of some of the terrors we've seen here and hurting you guys. And I don't I don't want that. What I saw in that mirror, it was monstrous.
So you believe there might be some merit to whatever these voices tell you?
There's a theme, but I up until now, I mean, the strangest thing that's ever happened to me is, I mean, Cookie and having some talent for magic.
Where do your magical talents come from? I thought you were a wizard.
I don't know, they just somewhat happened. They just did.
Could I recall knowledge on where somebody might just so happen to gain knowledge of magical things?
That seems really vague, but sure.
Yeah.
I'll make it really hard to compensate.
Magical schools.
Yeah, give me a -2. Give me a -2 for how vague that was.
Well, there's another clue that you all seem to be overlooking here with your recall knowledge. The riddle when talking about the Pillar Oblivion Maid, said that it was in Diablerie Arrayed, which was, you all discovered, an ancient archaic term that no one uses anymore, but it refers to, like, deals made with supernal entities, usually of the malicious kind. And Nim seemed to be able to control it, so maybe someone in this fortress at some point in the past made deals with shady entities. Maybe Nim has, or maybe Nim has, like, cursed blood or something, who knows?
Have you ever made deals with otherworldly entities?
No, but...
Even in a dream, perhaps?
Well, no, not necessarily. So I kind of get signs or premonitions at times. You know, I like fortune telling and searching for answers through, you know, different means. You might call my tarot deck one of those means. And there's been times weird things have happened around that. But I just assumed it was part of my affinity to kind of just know things. I kind of have a talent for it.
I see.
Based on your role, Lysander, if she just has a talent for it, she could just be a sorcerer.
Doesn't really explain the voices, though.
And Cookie is very old for now.
Lysander's biased to calling her an oracle. Perhaps you might be an oracle like me.
Oh, maybe. I've never run into an oracle before. I mean, wizards and stuff, but...
Some oracles do hear voices. I am not one of those. I perceive visions through the stars.
Sometimes it's visions. Sometimes it's a feeling or a nudge or a symbol. Like when we took our test, do you remember, Nia? And I said we should try to take the forest in the night, and we didn't want to because we were worried about things, but I was like, I have a really good feeling about this.
And Nia laughs. I didn't take the test with you.
Oh, that's true. You were in the thing. Digger's gone. Rio wasn't there, and Lysander wasn't there.
You're
So
the only one.
yeah, I'm the only one. JK. When we met you in the test, I was the one that pushed our party through that, and it was because of a feeling, a dream.
I had a sense when I met you that you stood out among the others, that there was a power to you unlike theirs. I admit I thought you were the scariest out of all of them.
Me? Scary?
You and Cookie. That owl you have with you. There's a strength in you that runs deep.
Cookie seems very offended by that and flies over and just gently scratches at the top of your head with her talons.
Hey! Look! I mean, I told the guys to focus the bird because it seemed like the scariest thing out of all of you.
In the flattest tone possible, Nim says, I remember. I thought Asha was scary because she would melt people's faces with her stuff. She was scary.
Look, and any any guy with a torch could do something like that, but no, you've got special powers, and whatever they are, you got them. They do what you tell them to. If there's anyone in this group that I trust, it's you.
Aw, thanks, Nia. You're not so bad yourself when you're not accidentally murdering people.
As all of you are discussing about magic, I'm just sitting there smiling and looking at each of you as you talk.
Nim, about Cookie. Did you summon Cookie to your aid? Like a wizard's familiar, or...?
No. I met Cookie when I was still very little. Pa said she just showed up one day, and she's been with me ever since. Sometimes Pa got really upset because when I was little, she would like bring gifts like dead mice and stuff like that, and leave it in our beds, and he didn't always like that. That's why I named her Cookie, because when I was younger, that was one of my favorite things, and Cookie's one of my favorite things. So
Cookie seems to like puff her chest up and do like a little proud dance on your shoulder to be like, yes, I'm your favorite thing.
Well, that is strange. Cookie is no ordinary owl, I would assume. I saw her come through a portal.
she's definitely different. And then I don't know if you've noticed, but you can't really tell too much on her, but she doesn't have normal owl eyes. She has reptilian eyes. Their pupils are like a reptile's.
And her colors of feathers are definitely not natural owl feather colors.
Yeah, she's black with some purple tinge to her.
With this additional observation, can I roll a better recall knowledge?
Unfortunately, you cannot roll any more recall knowledges about this subject matter.
Understood. Lysander just looks nonplussed, and he just kind of the conversation just dies there.
Out of character ask, feel free to say no, this is a totally irrelevant discussion. How, established are character classes as a thing in the universe? If you ask somebody, are you a fighter or a swashbuckler or a wizard, is that... Do people refer to one another in that terminology?
Not...
Feel free to say, I don't want to go into this now.
So not as fine-grained as that. Like, there are general, magic user spellcasters. People who cast from books, they do typically get called either wizards or arcanists, but as far as, the firm delineations between, are you a bard, or are you a sorcerer, or are you, an eldritch knight, or whatever, those don't exist, but the general term of, spellcaster or wizard has kind of become iconic, yes, but fighter, no, not typically. People will just be like, oh, I'm a warrior, or I'm a swordsman,
mercenary,
or a spearman, whatever, yeah.
But
Cool,
correct me if I'm wrong, there's colleges though, where people can study magic.
Yeah, but you don't go to okay, so the wizard does have schools in their thing, but you don't really go to just wizard school. You go to a school for learning magic, and then you specialize in something and become, say,
yeah, but
it's
like
war magic.
I'm the wizard from Harvard versus I'm the wizard from there's actual schools throughout the world. Yeah. Anywho, I don't know. This place is weird, and it's not like it hasn't tried to trick us before, so
Well, I'm going to spend what time we have praying. We're going to need all the prayers we can have going forward.
Agree with
I'm just gonna sit in the corner and just do that for hours.
Sure. And to add on further, Bull, oracles, since they are pretty unique, yeah, those people are typically called just oracles. But it could also just mean, someone who's in tune with the spirits can see or talk to spirits.
And we would know of priests and clergymen.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a great. I like that as a lore question about a world. Like does it exist like the OSR whatever the old. Yeah. No. Cool stuff. Thank you.
No problem. So what is everyone else doing for the remainder of the day?
I'm gonna try and give everyone some treat wounds.
Sure.
I don't know how to alleviate the enfeebled condition, but yeah, I'm gonna try and treat wounds for everyone.
All right. Well, tell me who you're starting with and roll your medicine check.
Lysander first.
Lysander is pretty good looking. Oh, Lysander, I don't think you took your 12 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, I was out of commish.
My bad. Alright, so 21, that passes, so roll your 2d8 for Lysander. Oh, nice!
Hey, it's healed up.
And for the others, I think they're a little bit more roughed up by the fog. I will spend extra time on the healing.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for it.
This is for Nim.
That is a critical. So roll 48 and then double it. With Nim's tiny pool of hit points, she should be maxed out.
That
What's
is
that?
a
34.
34.
Okay.
So that takes
And
you
this
an
is
hour to
for
patch up
Nia.
Nim. Yep, and then you... Or Nim, sorry. Then you patch up Nia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all threes.
Would you like to spend a hero point?
I have one remaining.
Don't do it.
Okay.
We need
Then I
this.
won't do it. I'll just wait it out.
Alright, so you wait
And
an
one for
hour and then you
myself.
try again. Yeah. For some reason,
I'll
Nia
try
is
again
just
for Nia
cursed, so you
first.
can never heal her properly. Okay, there you go. That's a
we
regular
go.
success, so roll your 2d8 and double it.
Anyone who is successfully treated by treat wounds will also remove the wounded condition.
That is correct. So 20 hit
20
points to
for
Nia.
Treat
Yeah.
wounds removes wounded.
And then
Indeed.
this is for myself.
So 20 hit points to Nia.
Nia's like a Super Saiyan right now. What is going on there?
I don't know why I'm glowing. What status do I? Oh, light.
No.
But no, Rio
I
has
have-
light. You have light. Why am I?
I think maybe one session Lysander cast light on you or something and you just never took it off.
No, I think that's your
I
panache
don't-
effect.
No, I don't. I will apply and remove panache. Here, see, panache goes on and it does that.
Oh, now
You're
you're
so
Yeah,
bright, I can't even see your face. Yeah.
Oh no, does it just stack on top of
I think-
itself? Why?
Sometimes effects do get stuck like that.
Oh no, can you make me a new token, please? I seem to have... Yeah, I think panache has broken Nia. I'm just...
You're just a Super Saiyan.
brilliant
It's fine.
beacon.
That's what Nia's
There
supposed
you
to be,
go.
but she's failing at that. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah, I think it might be the panache effect just got stuck on me.
Alright, so did you heal yourself for 16, Rio?
I think it's a 18 on a medicine check.
That's just a regular success, yeah. So if you are spending the
So I
extra
heal
time,
for
then that would be
8.
16, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, then 16 then.
By the way, since we are using a different application for Foundry, the quick search keyboard shortcut doesn't work. However, you'll see a little magnifying glass at the end. Like if you click on your token and look at the menu on the left, all those icons, the magnifying glass is your quick search.
Quick search works for me. The control space.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay. It just doesn't work for
Yeah.
me. Then. Never mind.
What the fuck? Oh man, Foundry is so good, but it's so weird sometimes. Like
Because
I
it's
in my game,
browser-based.
I had units that have a brightness effect to them, and they're so bright, and I can't turn it off.
Alright, so you do have most of the day, so if you want to just, like, roll a couple more medicine checks, Rio. You can probably heal yourself up to max. Even if it takes you like 4 medicine checks. I mean, you guys have like 12 hours
we
to
have
spare.
much of the day.
Yeah, you have like 12 hours to spare.
Here's the
I'll try to patch up
cooking
everyone.
duty? We can eat cave moss together.
Yeah, Nim will just be prattling on, probably poking around Rio's lab too, just messing with everything.
I've got a question. What is the largest room we have convenient access to?
Probably Rio's laboratory, unless you want to try to remove the stone slab on the window and crawl into the old prison for Coruscarian.
Probably not. Okay, what are the dimensions of this laboratory?
The laboratory is...
You can be rough if you want.
It's about 35 by 50-ish.
Okay, that's fine. Never mind. Nia's just... She's gonna be... she's a trapped rat this evening. Just would love to be in an outdoor space and looking at sky.
So yeah, we haven't seen Sky in a long time.
Maybe like she could run in one direction for more than a second before hitting a wall, but
I mean, yeah, she could run through this whole floor of the complex and run around the old Grand Library, but there's also a giant spider in there, apparently.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's she's got a mind towards like seeing an expanse that does not exist in their current situation. So I think that is just apparent in her. She's like stressed and pacing.
So Nia, very stressed, nervous energy showing as she tries to pace off some of the energy from doing nothing. Seems like Nia's not used to doing absolutely nothing for almost an entire day. But eventually... Oh, go ahead.
As I'm going around patching up everyone, I basically just try to understand how each of them handles themselves in a fight, try to understand how they cast magic, etc. Even though I myself do not know how magic works entirely, but I'm just trying to get a sense of like how they think in battle.
By the way, Nia, did you heal yourself for 20 hit points?
20? I only got 10.
You got 20 because Rio doubled it.
Aha. Thank you.
No
I will
problem.
gain an additional 10.
Alright, so it looks like the only ones who were left injured are you and Nia, Rio, so...
Nim's gonna try and get
just
more
roll.
candy.
She reaches into the bag of holding, trying to get more candy. Unfortunately, there's nothing of that sort in there.
Oh
Myself.
no!
Critical success, roll 48. Would she like to try to search around for anything else in the bag of holding?
Yeah, so considering we have a day, she will probably do two things. Dig around Rio's lab, poking and prodding everything, maybe breaking things on accident. And then also she might start playing a game of like, this appears, and just see if she can get things to come out of it. First being the candy, because that was good.
As she's poking around, I'll basically just follow her around and like watch over her, make sure nothing bad happened.
Okay. So you materialize more food. However, as you materialize that meat that Rio seems to like so much, it is literally rotting off of the bone.
Ugh. I throw that into a corner.
Rio, please give me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh,
Because you,
He must resist.
you ate some of this meat the previous day. Okay. So you feel it churning in your stomach, but you don't throw up or anything. You resist becoming sick from eating rotten food.
I just sit there, use my claws, try to scratch the surface of my tongue, like a cat that just ate something bad.
And so seeing that, Nim, you keep digging until all of that food you're able to get out of there, and now there's just a pile of rotting meat in this laboratory.
That's wonderful.
You like having snacks, huh?
Well, I don't know what came over me back then. I guess I had a really big appetite. Not as big now, but yeah.
What if we just turned the bag inside out?
I don't know if it works
You
that way.
could try.
As you are playing with it, Nim, and you're like, are there any other healing potions? You find 4 moderate healing potions
Yay.
and 3 more lesser healing potions.
Alright, you said 4 moderate and 3 more lesser?
Yep. And as you
Am I
keep
putting
trying
some of
to
those in the stash?
As you keep trying to dig
Yeah.
for more, you realize that there are no other healing potions. You try other potions, there doesn't seem to be... You try like elixir of life, there's no elixirs of life. You try antidote, there's no antidote. It's probably about all the potions that you're aware of at this point that you've used yourself, so... And don't forget
I
everyone...
try
Make
to
sure I-
reach in myself.
don't forget
just
everyone that
try
there
to
are
imagine
still...
like
Sorry. Don't forget that there are still potions in this stash that you will need to take. Sorry, what were you saying, Nim, and then Rio?
I was gonna make sure I understood. I got the moderate, but it was 3 minor healing potions, or was it lesser?
Lesser.
Lesser.
Okay, sorry. Rio, what were you saying?
I basically just try to reach into the bag too, see if I can think of anything useful, like weapon or armor or tool.
You say
Probably nothing.
weapon, you do find 2 spears. 2 +1 spears. So they have a rune of potency on them.
I hand the spear to Lysander and you.
And for tools, you do find a climber's kit in there. Apparently, either you were a hoarder or you were really planning to go to some serious warfare with your previous party.
Oh, actually, does Nim have a melee weapon?
She has a sickle.
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to... Can we treat the stash as the pocket dimension thing?
Sure.
Cool, I'm going to treat it as that. I'm going to put things back so I'm not so encumbered.
Alright. Alright, I put your 2 spears in there. And your climbing kit.
Who has bondage breaker, by the way?
Me, I think.
Do you have it on your
But
sheet?
I have the placeholder one, not the actual one.
Okay, I'm going to put bondage breaker in the stash because it's still on my sheet.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, as we're doing bag transfer stuff, Nia will take back her rapier from Nim's bag of holding.
Gotcha.
I'll grab 1 moderate and 1 lesser if nobody objects.
Yeah, no, they're... If you're not using them, I'm going to keep them in the bag of holding, so that way I'm not...
Yeah,
Over-encumbered.
hey, moderate are the biggest things we got. Does everybody have at least 1 moderate healing potion?
Yeah, I have 1 now.
I do not have a moderate. I'll take one.
Take one. It's like those are the ones that'll be relevant if we're doing healing in a fight.
And I guess technically this is a tool, so you do also come up with a healer's kit in there, Rio. You are a bit of an obsessive
nice.
planner, hoarder.
I passed a healing kit to whoever that doesn't have one.
I don't need one. I can't even use it.
I have +0, but I think you can stabilize
Yeah,
without trained.
as long as you have a healer's kit. Yeah, it's not really
Yeah.
you can or can't use it, Nim. It's just how good you are at using it.
You can't... I don't think you can do the treat wounds to recover hit points if you're untrained,
Correct.
but anyone with a healer's kit can stabilize
Okay.
making a medicine check.
Yep.
So I will take it and roll it at +0 if I have no other way to stop a friend from dying. But if anybody's better than +0 and doesn't have one and can carry it, they'd be better than I am.
For some reason I have -1, but I'm frightened. That's why. So I'm not +0. I'm -1 for med checks.
Oh, I'm at 0. I got 1 wisdom. Perhaps I am better at it.
Yeah,
And I
plus
move
1.
quickly, so I will take this healer's kit. I can hold 1.
I mean,
both.
pretty sure you donated your healer's kit to Rio when he asked for it anyway, Nia, so you were basically just replacing your lost one.
Yeah, I sure did. I bought this thing and have had no use for it, so I'll take it again. The pale lady is not helping me heal people as of the last time I checked. Speaking of, while the others are discussing food and meditating and things, Nia's gonna slink away and attempt to lay on hands on one of her tiger wounds.
All right. Well, she definitely.
I'm
puts-
gonna.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna put some torches in the stash because I'm got dark sight, so I don't need them.
So, Nia, as you slink off to the corner of the room, while Nim and Rio are busy playing whack-a-mole with the bag of holding, or doing magic tricks like "look what's in the hat" kind of thing, you definitely do lay your hand on your wounds, but that's all you do. There is no magic or divine force behind it.
Nia grimaces and nods and kind of whispers, like, "Alright, yeah. I didn't think we'd be okay yet. I get it. Well, I'm here. Be around." And then,
Nia, please give me a private religion check.
Nia has the magic bedroll, right?
She does.
I
Okay.
do, which I treasure. I think blind GM roll is what I'm looking for here.
Yeah, not self-roll.
There it is.
All right. You say this to Salsaha, although you don't feel her presence. You feel like everything is okay with the hammer, at least. Perhaps your connection is not so bad that you have lost the blessing of the magic imbued in the Pale Lady's hammer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's alright. Being able to heal people for a few days, that was great. I couldn't do it before, I can't do it now. That's fine. I don't need it. At least that's our surface level thoughts. She is completely not calmed in any way by this, but
I feel like Nia's a
Also
pro
not
gaslighter
surprised.
of herself.
Oh, certainly. She's got years of experience.
So yeah, so Nia gaslights
Don't we
herself into
all?
thinking everything's okay. She's like, yeah, no worries, it'll be fine. You all settle in for the night after you've eaten your lunch and your dinner and drink your waters to make sure you're all hydrated. And night comes and it's time to split up the watches, unless you all would just like to sleep.
Not in this place.
But it's been such a welcoming place.
Yeah, totally.
Alright, so then what are the watches?
I'll stay up first.
Alright.
I'll go second.
Third.
Alright, so Nia will be last.
Alright. Gotcha.
Alright, so first up was Rio. Please give me a perception check, which, of course, remember, should be private. Alright. Is there anything in particular you're doing on your watch, Rio?
I basically just with my I take off the very very bloodied the what's the waistcoat again?
Waistcoat, yep. The martyr's waistcoat?
Yeah, the martyr's waistcoat. I basically walk into the corner and try to squeeze it dry of my blood that's been soaking in it from the battle before, and in doing so I accidentally squeeze a bit too much and I hear a rip, and as I unfurl the fabric, it's now basically one raggedy strand of what was the waistcoat before, and I just hope I look at the party and hope that sound of the fabric ripping didn't wake them up, and then I just put it back on myself around my neck now, since it's a long strand of rag.
Alright. Would you like to rip off the sleeves as well so they're not just like flapping, or do you leave them on?
I'll leave them on. It's like a very raggedy, like crimson scarf now. So
Yeah, so you've just got like coat sleeves hanging on your back now. Alright, you dig that look. So
Nia
you
sleeps through the ripping sound, snoring at an offensive volume.
Drool down
Of
the side
course.
of her face.
Yeah, it's a good thing this is
Yeah.
such a wide open space, because it's really echoey. It sounds like there are 5 Nia snoring. But apart from
Big annoyance.
apart from the violent snoring from Nia, nothing happens on your watch, Rio, and you go and wake up Nim.
I gently tap her awake and whisper that it's your turn now.
Oh, thank you.
And the first
Appreciate-
thing you hear as you come to consciousness is the of Nia just absolutely destroying logs over there.
Oh my god, I slept through that. Okay, you get some rest, Tile. I'll keep an eye on things. Me and Cookie, we got this.
Right.
And then I just lie down and basically coil up my tail like a bolster pillow.
Gotcha. Is there anything that Nim is doing during her watch?
Not too terribly much. She might be fiddling with her hat, like prestidigitation, like getting rid of dust in places and things like that, but mostly just keeping an eye out and rubbing on Cookie and maybe talking to Cookie quietly every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, and while you're playing with your hat and doing prestidigitation and making yourself clean, you notice that Cookie has just been sitting about a foot or two in front of you this whole time, and her eyes have just been locked on you, looking intently at your face.
Is everything okay, honey?
Her eyes narrow slightly, and this emotion is transmitted to you like uncertainty, almost like she's looking to you to see if you are prepared, if you are mentally resolved for what's about to happen.
All we can do is try our best, right? We help our friends. We help them be strong. We help them take out the bad people. We rescue Digger and we go home and we see Dad.
And then you feel the emotion of loss, and the emotion that supersedes that is almost this regret, this question of like, what if I had done X, Y, or Z?
No, we'll do this. We can't predict everything. We adjust and we'll be flexible. We got this. And I know with you by my side, we're gonna do it. We can help. And this monster nonsense will cross that bridge when it happens.
The next emotion that she transmits to you is uncertainty, but it's almost of a religious nature. You feel like there's a question about some sort of exchange, and whether you would be willing to make any such exchanges if it meant surviving.
I don't know. Like I said, the bridge, not to worry about it until we get there. I mean, I would do a lot to help my friends. I think it just depends on the circumstances, how much or how far I'm willing to go. For myself, I mean, maybe not so much. I don't want to be a monster. If monster means being terrible and awful and evil.
Cookie's eyes relax and return to the big, bulbous form that they usually are, and her posture relaxes as well, as the final emotion she sends to you is one of content, like all of her concerns have been cleared.
I softly run my fingers through her feathers and start humming some song from my childhood.
And that is all of your watch.
I will go and gently wake Lysander. Hey,
I am already awake.
Oh, not sleeping well? Is it Nia?
Looks to Nia. To my post.
It's been quiet. I think you should be okay. And she's gonna curl up. She's gonna put Rio between her and Nia, as like maybe hopefully a sound barrier, and curl up there.
All right. So Lysander, perception check, and then what does your watch look like?
Lysander will sort of gaze up at the ceiling reflexively, but be disappointed as he looks at walls. If only I could gaze upon the stars, perhaps it could give me guidance still. Perhaps Ixtala's cast guidance is all I can rely on left. I look to his allies as their sleeping forms. Guide us out of this maze. We cannot do this alone.
Please roll me a private religion check. Noted. You, in response to your prayer, you feel that Ixtila's cast's presence is not so far as you might have thought. You know, previously whenever people had brought up measures or mentions of faith and devotion, you were a little bit reticent to mark yourself as being among those individuals. But you feel like what you've done so far has, at the very least, not upset the Lord of Labyrinths, and you feel like he's aware of your struggle at the very least.
Well, that makes him feel a little better. I will be strong as I can be.
And then your watch too is quiet and uneventful as you steel yourself for what might be your last battle.
Nia. Nia! Are you muted? Yes.
Oh, yep. What? I'm up. Are we fighting?
No, it's your watch. And I'll enjoy my last 2 hours of rest without your snowing.
Oh, right. Alright, go ahead.
And what
That
does
was
Nia,
so fitting.
and what does Nia do in her final watch?
I'm gonna kind of pace out what space we have available. Is it with many rooms? It's too cramped and too crowded for what she wishes to do. But as she's gonna pace through the few rooms that they know to be safe here and not blocked off. And she's just gonna try and look at the biggest spaces she has and then try to overlay in her mind a familiar building, a main house and a guest house from some long time ago, and then just kind of compare how that space lays out over this space, walking down these grim and dusty old halls and just trying to remember nicer and brighter spaces from her past.
Indeed, she recalls that this kitchen area is quite large and reminded her of servant chambers in a distant life. But as she thinks about that now, what are servants' chambers? What do they look like? That memory doesn't come back to you this time, and the large sort of mess hall is probably the largest space you have. She roams around, all the dust and the black soot everywhere. Mold she's come to identify. Walks all the way back out into this large atrium where there are several desks and broken crates around. This place used to be absolutely massive, and if some parts hadn't caved in, it probably would have been even more massive. But at last she is trapped indoors. Please give me a perception check.
Right. I'm an expert.
Classic. You always jinx yourself. Yeah, so she walks around. That's pretty much what she takes in. She's trying to visualize this past memory. She hears a whisper. Can I have your face now?
This motherfucker.
Man. Leah, how far away from the party am I standing right now?
Oh, probably a couple 100 feet.
Okay, so they may or may not be awoken when Nia cries out, "I'll kill you!"
I'm already dead,
whipping
you fool.
around and yelling at empty space.
Yeah, you see the faint outline of this ghostly figure, and it says, I'm already dead, you fool.
You don't sound like it.
Would you like to join me?
Not yet.
Fine. Are you ready to give up your pretty face, though?
You ask me that again, and we'll find out if ghosts can die.
Yeah.
Are you ready to give up your pretty face yet?
Alright, I'm gonna take out the Pale Lady's hammer and swing it at this outline.
You swing it at the outline, and it just passes right through. In fact, as it hits the ground from the momentum of your swing and just bounces off the stone, you look at it. Give me a perception check, please. Bruh. You realize that the runes that have been carved on this hammer are no longer alight with magic, but they are dull, like a tattoo.
Yeah, Nia looks curiously at that.
The spirit says, "Oh, well, would you look at that? It looks like the gift from Sol Saha is no longer giving."
You think I need some magic hammer to deal with you?
Quite literally, yes. But you are not my prey this day. You will join us later. I will have your face one way or another. And a chill seems to press itself into you in the room for a few seconds before it's gone. And you look around, and you do not see or sense in any way any other presence here with you.
Nia shivers, looks around, and then walks out of the room, heading back toward the laboratory with the others.
Alright. She has a few moments left of her watch if she would like, or we can fast forward to breakfast. What would you like to do?
Nia tries and I think fails to remember details about her childhood.
Yeah, it's really weird. You are a living human person. You should have grown up and had memories of that experience. But as you try to conjure up and dredge up those memories, it's just absolutely blank. It's almost like the first memory you have is whatever happened after you fled your home and became the person you are now.
And Nia gets more and more frustrated as she fails to recall these things that she has spent years trying to get rid of.
And there's a few more somber moments as she reflects the things that she thought she would be happy to have gone from her life. But now that they are, she ponders if perhaps grass wasn't greener on the other side. And that's when she realizes she needs to wake everyone up. It's time to get this show on the road. Or die trying.
Nia's gonna bang on the door a few times and shout out, "Get up! Get up! It's time to move!"
Oy.
Oh man. A good morning sunshine would have been appreciated.
You may all press the long rest button on your character sheets.
I like that button.
Nim, would you like to consult your cards today? You haven't done it for a few days.
I would like to. Let me get that. You mean ping it or?
Yeah. And go ahead and roll me a private occultism check. Ben, you were saying something?
Do our friend's enfeebled condition go down?
Your enfeebled condition goes away, and those of you who are still frightened by the curse, please roll me a will saving throw.
Ooh. Oh no!
Nice.
Bruh! It goes up 2 stages on a failure.
Oh no.
No!
So you are frightened and doomed 3.
No!
No.
Oh no, I will.
Bro, if you have a
That's
hero point,
like
terrible.
that.
I must
Aw.
roll my hero point.
Yeah, also, Nim, that is a critical failure as well. Would you like to spend a hero point?
Well, yeah, if that's a critical failure.
Alright. So, you do not critically fail, Nia. Instead, you are just frightened 2 and doomed 1.
Dang.
But remember, you do still have that wine that will apparently suppress the conditions for an hour.
Oh, not much better. So.
Well, it's not a critical fail, so it's a lot better.
Forward to that.
Oh, that's good.
So your frightened goes up by 1, and you are doomed 1 now.
Oh man.
well, now I
Okay.
can't cure it with Cleanse Affliction. And just reduce it.
I mean, not being doomed 1 is pretty good.
Yep, yeah. I'm gonna get up.
Okay, we've got the
stand up.
wine. And yeah,
You'd
he's
rather
gonna
I not try
grab
to
that
heal you?
bottle of wine, and hold it up. No, look, the spirit said this would do it for us, and look here, there's a cute dog on the bottle, and the Producto de Pelaya, and look at this. There's some Lucari, Vino de Lucari. Look at that. This has got to be good stuff.
Very well. If you insist, I'll go over to Nim instead.
So
Nim,
2
let me
people
lay a
can
hand
drink
on
that
you.
wine if they want.
Oh, 2 people can?
Yeah, it's a whole bottle of wine.
Well, Lysander still offers to alleviate your condition.
Yes, if I would appreciate that. I suddenly feel like this is a very bad idea and we should not leave this lab. So.
Alright.
Alright, so with that, choose an affliction, such as a curse. Good, okay, so your doomed goes to 0 and your frightened goes down to 1.
If it makes you feel any better, I have not gotten any premonitions from the gods that we should, by all means, run from our current path.
Well, that's good.
Nim, as you pull out your cards, there are many spirits in these halls, but many of them are belligerent, and they scream into your mind insults, invectives that you've never heard before, but they sound scary, and they conjure visions of brutal death, dismemberment, and abandonment. However, there is a single spirit, a very faint, quiet voice in that cacophony that could answer a single question for you.
Okay, normally I tend to ask questions around what should I prepare for? thinking about what we're up against. I know some things about at least the Genesis of Abomination. I think it would be let me think about that while let other people go while I think on what question how I want to word it.
Sure. So if there are any last-minute preparations you would like to make for spells, do that now. Lysander obviously spent his second-level spell slot already. For the rest of you, what does perhaps your final morning's worth of preparation look like?
Nia's gonna prod Lysander a bit about this bottle of wine. Is you're Castlevecian, right? What can you tell me
Correct.
about this?
So I'll recall knowledge.
Sure. All right. Now remind me, you didn't actually grow up in Castelvecchia, right? You just went there.
Not proper. I was kind of a border.
Yeah. Okay. So
Kind of on the border.
So the information you have is whatever sort of rumors you've heard from trading with people on the border and your own explorations, especially recently, due to your diplomatic position to come to Lovosgrad. You toured some of Castelvecchia to get here, but you recognize this house, coat of arms, belonged to like a minor noble family that had a town somewhere in Castelvecchia, you can't remember where. It was a pretty, it was a decent town. It wasn't like a podunk town. But there were all sorts of conflicting rumors about what happened. The only consistent byline through all of them is that something horrifically tragic happened to that noble family and they all died. No one survived, not even an heir, apparently.
I've heard rumors of the origin of this wine coming from a family, a town, but a tragedy befell the nobles there, and their entire lineage was wiped out.
Huh. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Lysander, if you would like,
Don't take
please,
my word for it.
give me a perception check.
Who's percepting?
Lysander. If you want to. Oh yeah. Nia looks completely fine. Seems like a random question to have asked.
Hands wine back, looks nonplussed. Very well. We must forge onward.
Yeah, Nia's gonna stab a knife into the cork of this bottle, and then pull it out. Kind of like with a carelessness to it.
It does smell amazing inside. It does not smell like a dead or decaying liquid that is molding or anything. It smells fresh.
Well, I think I see why this spirit thought this was a prize. And she's gonna lift the bottle a little bit and then turn to Nim and say, you want the first pull?
No, you go first.
Alright, Nia's gonna lift the bottle to her lips and drink greedily.
Please give me a fortitude saving throw.
Haha, one of those things at which I am an expert.
You really shouldn't say that before you roll.
Oh, but not too bad this time.
Yeah, this time it was good. Alright, so you managed to drink deep from this bottle of wine, and somehow, despite the volume of alcohol you consume, or the volume of wine I should say, you do not become drunk or even tipsy. But as the wine kind of numbs your inhibitions and your fears, you are frightened and you're doomed both go away, at least temporarily.
Wahoo! Alright, yeah, Nia guzzles this wine, and is just like visibly relaxed. Like no longer pacing. She takes long, slow strides, kind of like a comfortable stroll in this horrible underground space. And offers the bottle to Nim and says, hey, "You want the rest? It's good."
Is it strong? I don't have much experience with alcohol.
Just drink it slow. It's good.
Okay. She will take the bottle and take drinks.
Alright, please give me a fortitude saving throw, as you have to finish out the bottle to get the effects. Look at that! Nim's
Yay.
first drink in a life or death situation, and
Nice.
somehow she handles it like a champ. Your frightened also goes away, and if you had any doom left, it also goes away, at least temporarily.
This is what it's like to not be afraid.
But you do know the effects will only last for an hour.
I miss this feeling.
Let's go quickly then.
I think I know my question. My question is, should I prepare for resistances like our battle before?
Meaning the battle in the outer hall of the cathedral?
Yes, where we were fighting things that were fairly resistant to damage.
The spirit replies that in the cathedral beyond there will be many resistances, but the element should be your friend. At least for most of the journey.
Okay. I also want to tell you that despite the long rest, my spell slots have not updated.
Well, I mean, you have to
You
prepare
need to
your
do
third
that.
level spell slots, yeah.
Okay, so I just drop it and it'll let me do it?
So you need to plug in how many third level spell slots you have, which is what, 2?
Yeah, but I can't put anything in that little box. Oh,
There you
there it
go.
goes. You did it. And then I should have 3 2 ranks, 3 first ranks, and 5 cantrips.
Alright, so prepare those accordingly.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. So you have your breakfast, you drink about a third of your last remaining bit of water, realizing that at the end of today you will be once again out of water. And it is time to head back. Do you all head back into the chamber and try to open the cathedral door?
Yeah.
Alright. Whoever's opening the door, please give me an athletics check. It is a very large and heavy door.
Alright.
I will aid whomever does it.
Alright. How are you aiding them?
Well, I suppose I can just also athletics it.
Okay. Well, with your assurance, which is at what, 17 now, that's an auto success, so +1 to Rio. 26 is enough. As you open the door, what you see inside here. Sorry. As you open the door, what you see inside here is a very broken set of stairs. In fact, you see that as you prepare to walk up these stairs, many of the stairs are in fact missing. And what's weird, about 10 to 15 feet above you, something is dangling, and as you look up, it seems to be like a rope ladder of some kind. But if you look in Tailspire, you should see this now. Tons of rubble behind the broken staircases, as it looks like there was once a grand staircase here that has long fallen into ruin and disrepair.
In what condition is the ladder?
You look up at the ladder, it seems strangely intact.
And give it a little tug.
Okay, you somehow jump 10 feet, 15 feet in the air, grab it, give it a tug.
Oh.
I mean, you could probably
Yeah, I
just climb
guess-
up the stairs and just jump over and grab it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that will be more of a tug though, and more of a I'm putting my whole weight on it.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Sure.
All right. You climb up the stairs that are broken, jump off, grab the rung. It swings, and it holds firm.
Do the rest.
Okay, you do the rest, and you come
Yep,
up to
I'll climb
a
up.
broken platform that looks like it is barely keeping shape. There are 2 torches somehow lit up here, but there is a little window that overlooks the chamber beyond. You can't help get the sense that maybe something or someone was watching it from here before you came.
Is there any dust up here? I'd imagine there'd be a lot of dust.
There is, in fact, a lot of dust and cobwebs. Hopefully you don't have any allergies.
Does it look disturbed?
Strangely, no. Except for your footprints. But it looks to be a weird little, like, lookout alcove kind of thing.
Interesting. Alright, I guess I'll go back down.
Alright. Go back down, and you have a set of precarious and very broken steps to climb.
Well, I do have a spell for this, but I'd rather save on spells if I can.
Okay, so what do we think? Rio, you can kind of float, can't you?
Sorry, come again?
You can kind of float?
Yeah. Okay, I can carry you across if you need to.
Do we want maybe Rio testing it and seeing, since he won't likely fall and hurt, since he can float?
Yeah, and he can bring the climbing kit with him, and carry a rope. The
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of
that's
us
a great
can
idea.
follow.
I could make, yeah, I think I could make, I could string handholds along the wall, so you can get over the gaps more easily.
Alright, so Rio goes along. Rio, as you are as you are putting your weight on these steps, some of the edges of the steps do fall off. Luckily you are on the ground floor, so the rocks immediately hit the bottom. But it does seem to be a very precarious climb that could get more and more dangerous the further you climb. But as you look up, you just see a vast ascension of these broken steps. And they get worse and worse the higher up it goes.
So I take out the entire spool of rope, sling it around my shoulder, and take out the hammer and pittons. I basically test my weight before I fully land on each step, and whichever step is stable, I'm gonna nail a piton into the wall next to it, like and string the rope through it, like one of those like rope handrails that you see in like old castles and fortresses.
Yeah. All right, so you make this zip line more or less. Lysander, with your assurance, you can get across just fine. For the others, please give me an athletics check to cross safely.
I'll wait on Rio to come back.
Okay. In that case, Nia, if you would like to give me an athletics check. All right. That fails by 1, so I'll say what happens is you get all the way across to the other side. Before you lose your grip a little bit, you manage to catch on the edge of the stairs. Half of it breaks off. You have to do an amazing pirouette-type leap. And if panache would be useful here, you would get it. But you land on top of the steps, having nearly destroyed one of the few remaining stairs of this little section.
Oof. Meant to do it.
Then you meant
I
to do
nailed it.
Nailed it.
And so Rio comes back, and Nim's light enough that he can just lift her up. But the others, if you want to carry them, they are full people with a whole bunch of equipment. You would have to roll in athletics for that.
Yep.
So you get her across, and then what you see is the stairs. They come to a point to where there's about a 20-foot gap between your current staircase and the stairs that are left. That is and you look down, it is a very long fall on nothing but broken rubble, some jagged rocks. Not a fall that anyone wants to take, but 20 feet, that is going to be a tough jump to make for people.
It might not be worth the risk. I could conjure stairs here. However, do note, we would not have a way back easily, as the stairs would disappear in 10 minutes.
I think I can make another footing here, and then I float 10 foot across, nail a piton, and loop myself my own securing rope through it, and stay there for a bit, and then float the rest of the remaining 10 feet, and then nail another piton.
Isn't your flying speed 20?
Yeah. Well, I'm making the rope like zipline handrail for the others, basically.
Right. So I'm just saying you can get there in basically one flight and land.
Oh,
there's like 3 steps here. Oh, I should say the staircase up to here has been a double set of stairs, but at this point, the right half of the stairs have just collapsed into complete ruin. They're not even there. So you are now traveling on half of the staircase that's left. As you leap with your dragon flight, there are like 3 steps here, and the top ones above that, the 2 stairs above that, have crumbled in half. They do not look safe at all. But you secure this rope.
Is it...
Go ahead.
Sorry, as we've been traveling, is it mostly just like dusty crumble ruins, or is there signs of battle, like weapon scores along stones, any of the stuff that we've kind of seen previously also here, or is it kind of like, other than crumbling, untouched?
Give me a perception check if you would.
Oh wow, it's nice to not be frightened.
Forgot what that felt like. As you look along the walls here while waiting for Rio, the 2 torches that Lysander pointed out were strange. They seemed to be perfectly intact and fresh. Along the walls here, there seems to be no real damage except for natural wear and tear, and dust and cobwebs. But
Do you guys
there
notice-
is also, you take a deeper look, strain your eyes, and just at the edge of your vision, you can once again see that strange ghostly blue light, almost illuminating behind the staircase, making the drop down seem perhaps more than just an ordinary fall.
Did you guys notice that, all throughout this place we've seen signs of battle, and there's nothing here?
Yes, I have.
Looks like some invading force got almost as far as we have.
And I would definitely watch your step, because that's not a normal drop.
How are you doing, Rio?
I'm alright.
You have finished the assembly at this point.
So are we basically gonna have to hang off this rope?
Yes, it is basically a 20-foot, not completely vertical climb, but it is at an angle, so it is a steep upward climb.
Ooh. Oh, you sure you got those pittons in place?
Pretty sure.
Very well. Keep hold of the rope. I'll go first.
All right. Fortunately, this is going to be a bit harder than your assurance, so please roll me athletics.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Easy.
look at that.
Look at you, Muscles.
It is pretty tough, but you do manage to, drop your weight, and then with just a pure exertion of your upper arms and chest muscles, you manage to climb your way up with your hands safely to the other side.
Oh, you can thank basic training for that.
Nia, please roll me athletics.
First, can I assist Nim in getting across? Could I just lift her? And just...
Rio can do that.
I can wait for Rio. He can.
Oh
he
yeah,
can
that's
get
fine.
across.
Then I will climb.
I'll cast guidance on you.
I will take it. Apply effect guidance. No.
Wouldn't it be the worst that you?
drag?
This is where we.
This is where you die.
This is where Nia critically fails at athletics to climb and falls to her death.
Woo! There you go. Alright. So it is quite a bit harder for Nia. She's used to being more nimble and more flexible in her endeavors, but here she's able to work those muscles in ways she's not normally accustomed to, but she gets across with no harm done, if nothing but burning muscles. Now, Rio, you are going to have an athletics check to assist you to make this leap and flight carrying Nim.
Right. And I make sure to secure myself to my lifeline.
Sure. And also, because you all
Oh wow.
had a nice heart-to-heart last night and helped reassure each other, I will give you all a hero point.
Hey, I'll take it.
Natural 20 for a total of 34. This is a breeze. You pack Nim like a little football and leap your way across this gap, no problem.
This is the safest I've ever felt in this place.
All right, you continue your ascent, making a few small more jumps at the aid of Rio. And if you're looking on Tailspire, you will see that there is another long flight of stairs that is completely broken off at the top, and there is another 20-foot gap up to what looks to be a rather ornate but somehow still hanging on set of stairs leading up to something. You are nearly at the top of this structure.
I say we pushed our luck far enough. I will summon a staircase.
All right. So you summon the staircase. Oops. You summon the staircase, and you are all able to traverse cleanly this time. Oops.
My thanks to you, Lysander. I am grateful
welcome.
to our stair master.
The staircase to heaven, because they do look like they look like summoned star matter just coalesced together.
Indeed. And this climb has taken you all several minutes, as it has been intense, and you imagine this probably would have been like 50 flights of stairs back in the day. But if you look at Tailspire, at the top as you land on this new platform, you see a very ominous set of doors. They are double heavy metallic doors with golden flames and bone-like structures and decorations around the frame. In the center of the door frame is an ornate humanoid skull with some sort of animalistic horns jutting out of its forehead. You see the little brass knockers that doors usually have are instead decorated as earrings and jewelry on these skulls. 2 of them hang from the horns, and 1 seems to be drilled into the jaws of the skull. And at the base of this door is a strange, almost spider-like depiction of black metal with rubies inset in the center of it. And it's visible on Tailspire, by the way.
Alright, at the sight of this door, Nia is going to utter a series of unrepeatable Castlevecchian curses, generally impugning the honor of the door's mother.
Lysander gasps.
You didn't know Nia could curse like that. But this seems to be the top of this enormous staircase, and Rio, as you approach this door, you can feel the spirits hating you from beyond. Please give me a will saving throw.
Oh man, that was almost a 1.
Luckily, that is not a critical failure, it is just a normal failure. You take 36 mental damage as...
Oh shit!
Bro.
Shit!
Dang!
As
No,
you,
he's fine. He's fine.
As you feel the spirits screaming at you, and you feel the weight of your treachery coming back to haunt you. Whatever is beyond here, you have betrayed something, and the spirit was telling the truth that you would be in a world of hurt at this cathedral.
What a character. I love that Foundry shares the animation for the dice between everyone. We all get to see the same. It almost landed on this, but it hit that instead.
Indeed. It is pretty cool.
I spit to the side where I stand. Like, now my eyes are bloodshot. My face, it's definitely not hiding the fact that I am on the edge of my temper.
Rio, are you alright?
No, I'm pissed. I'm gonna beat the crap out of whatever is waiting for me and holding a grudge all this time.
Rio laughs. It's like I'm right behind you, Rio.
Well, I just want you guys to know that it's been an adventure, and despite what's on the other side of this door, I'll try to keep you alive.
I'm gonna apply some ointment on my head with a medicine check.
Go for it.
Try to treat wounds before I go.
Oh, that was almost a 1.
He's flirting with it, isn't he?
So that's a pass. If you would like to spend an hour, you can double your 2d8, or you can just take the 2d8.
I don't want to stall too long because their alcohol effect is
Dwindling, yes. All
I'll
right.
take it. I'll take.
8 hit
Do
points.
you need more healing?
We have health potions, lots.
Yeah, just chug.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I'll.
Hang on.
I'll.
I have less than full hit points. I am going to do just that.
Yeah, I'll take well, since if no one's taking from this what's remaining of the stash, I'll take one lesser healing potion from the stash and drink.
Yes.
Go
No,
for it.
drink the smallest first.
Oh right, true.
I am gonna consume a minor healing
Oh
potion.
god.
Nice.
Oh,
And heal
one.
1 hit
These are-
point. I'm
These
going to
ones-
consume an additional minor healing potion. And heal 5 hit points. Alright, that's good enough. And then I'm gonna take 2 minor healing potions from the stash.
Dang.
And then I am also going to drink 1 minor elixir of life.
All right.
Chug, 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 chug.
Alright, I'm at full hit points. And I gain the effect of elixir of life for 10 minutes.
You do indeed.
Is there anything else in this room, or
Minor.
is it just the door?
You're at the top of the big staircase now, so the door
Can you
is...
move our tokens there?
Oh,
I mean,
hey,
I'm looking at it, but
Before we enter any deadly endeavor, there is this moderate elixir of life. That's a very big heal. Does anyone not currently have a moderate or better healing potion?
I have 4 moderates, so
I got 1 moderate healing potion.
so you take it.
I will
I would
take
like to-
that. Oh, go
I
ahead.
would like to read aura on the door.
Okay, I'm taking that elixir.
All right.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't move my token is because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop it through the map if I try to move it, healer.
With
Oh
the
yeah, you
height.
shouldn't be able to move your token right now anyway, we're in cutscene mode. Alright, you read aura on the door. The door is definitely magical.
I would like to attempt to identify that magic.
Alright. Give me either religion or arcana, your choice. Oh, you just rolled it. Perfect. Alright. So, this is once again sanctified magic being unholy. If anyone who is good, aligned to a good deity or good force, interacts with this door, they will take tremendous damage.
I understand. Because it is sanctified, any that is aligned with a goodly deity will be damaged. So if you are on the neutral alignment or otherwise, you should interact with the door.
Are we
Clever way of
prepared?
Keeping us out.
Yes, I am prepared.
Any last words? It's probably gonna get dicey.
Let's get payback for our suffering.
Of the lot of us, maybe I'm the one least likely to be considered associated with an enemy of the Genesis of Abominations, so I could try the door.
All right, I'll
Okay.
step aside for you.
You've got this, Nia. I'm right behind you.
Alright, I'm going to.
Nim,
You're Nia.
Yep,
I
that's
knew what
certainly
you
my
meant. I
name.
knew what you meant. It's fine.
It's been a couple weeks.
I get you confused all the time. I don't expect it from you.
I'll try to push on the door and try not to die just from touching it.
Push on the door, and it's very cold to the touch. You see the rubies light up with a glow as you interact with it. The skeletal mouths open in an otherworldly, creepy escapes from their mouths as the doors open. Immediately, what you see is Well, like they said, the cathedral-looking area, I should say. Immediately at the back, about maybe 15 to 20 feet from you, you see two massive, hulking, rotting bodies hunched over like they are ready to smash whatever's coming through that door. You see, near the center of this room, there seems to be a rather ornamented staircase leading upwards. From here, that's about all you can see. But as the door opens, a familiar voice, eerily so, greets you.
You hear Digger's voice, raspy, saying, "Well, I was hoping to see all of you again, but not like this. Oh well."
You see on Tailspire exactly the image, and that's where we're going to take a break.
I'm actually out of Tailspire. Can you let me in?
No. Digger's the villain? What?
Digger's the villain? No, come on, bro.
Fuck
Let me
you,
in. Let me see.
You piece of... How dare you?
We sacrificed so much for you. We came to save you.
It's the only... It's the... Nia keeps digging deeper into this hole because she's responsible for all of these idiots, and one of them blew herself up and the other went through an impassable gateway. That's why I'm down here, and now you're...
No, and when the ghost offered us an escape, remember? And you just have to leave everybody behind.
I'm so excited to see what options we have going forward, but it had to be. It couldn't be otherwise, but dang.
Be back in 10 minutes, everybody.
Yep. Good shit. I will be back in 10 minutes, friends. Well played.
Are you able to see the picture now, Ben?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, I'm back.
Same.
Welcome back.
All right. Ah, cool. Exciting. Good stuff. We went down this far looking for Digger, and here she is.
She
We
looks so
did it.
smug now. She looks so smug and evil.
Ah,
Yeah, if she would have
wonderful.
had like a twirly mustache, she would totally be twirling it.
It is a pretty epic cinematic shot, if I do say so
Well, just so
myself.
you know, none of this was my idea. I'm just improving.
Oh, okay.
It is a pretty epic cinematic shot, if I do say so myself. Alright, so we're all back. So, Digger has just said that to all of you as she stands atop this ornamented staircase. Behind her is some sort of large glowing crystal and some sort of other thing that you can't make out from your perspective. How do you respond?
Digger,
Digger.
is that you? Thank the gods. We've been looking all over for you. Come on, we gotta find the way out of here.
I wish it was that easy, Nia.
What are you talking about? Come on, we've gotta go. We gotta get back to Lovosgrad.
Not without bringing what I came here for back.
What did you come here for, Digger? What's the meaning of this?
Well, I had no idea what I was looking for. All I know is I needed something to, I don't know, fight against or solve the curse that's happening to this land.
What happened to you after that gate closed between us?
Series of, I suppose, trials. Whoever made those trials knew I was going to be there.
Is that so? I'm gonna look at these zombies, or whatever they are.
Okay, you look at them.
These undead. Why do they not attack us?
I don't know. All I know is I was led here, and I plan to bring back whatever this is. And I gesture to whatever is behind. I think this is what I came here for. Well, at least I feel that way.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive. Does she seem normal to me?
Sure, give me a private perception check.
So that's what I'm sense motiving for.
Yeah, she seems perfectly normal and lucid. I mean, she does seem a little regretful. It seems like she was being honest that she didn't really want you guys to get here. But, you know, cover's blown, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, look, that's all right. We'll get Daisy in the cart, and we'll bring all this back to town, and we'll talk to your brother about it, right? The Domo. He'll make all this right, won't he?
Look, honestly, I do feel like I'm a bit out of my depth here, but I think I need to bring this back, and well, I would prefer if you'd help me with this.
I mean, of course, it's what we were here for, right? We're going out into the forest to find some sort of old artifact for you to study. You said it would help folks out.
Do we even know what this is, though? Like, what if it's dangerous to bring back to the city with all the people we care about in it?
I don't know about bringing back to the city, but I do want to bring this out of here. I don't feel comfortable studying this, well, where it's sit.
Do you think we can approach, or will these things attack us?
I don't know. They ignored me.
It is best to be cautious. I'm gonna take the...
Look, just don't do anything against them, alright? I don't know how to explain this, but it seems like they were, I suppose, looking at me, waiting for some sort of direction. So I was planning to have them move this out of here for me. That's when you showed up.
Did you see the altar that was on the doors before coming up here?
Yeah, wait, how did you get here?
Well, certainly not from where you came from.
To answer her question, Kyler, you have not seen whatever altar she's talking about.
I don't know which altar you were referring to. There were a few in the tests that I went through, but, well, since I didn't see any signs of all of you there, I presume you're talking about another altar.
Yeah, Natul
Nityul
Nyaga. Every time I'm going to say that wrong. I can't. It was an altar to the Genesis of Abomination. Whatever's in here probably isn't great.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I am sure.
Well, my path here has been quite, well, I wouldn't say perilous. In fact, it seems like I was supposed to be here, getting this out.
Are you sure you're not being manipulated? I mean, that's not a deity to mess around with.
I don't know.
Even if...
Would you know
even
if you're being manipulated?
I know, but
would.
this push, this drive to take it out at no matter the cost, could be something to maybe take a second thought on. Like, yeah, I agree. You came here based on some desire to end the curse, but do we know if removing this is just make things worse?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm being manipulated, but if I were, I'd trust my friends to tell me that I was acting odd. And I gotta say, Digger, there's something odd about what you're doing here.
Well, I'll have to disagree with you. My path here seemed, well, for lack of a better word, foretold. And you, I don't know. And I point, Digger points at Rio. It's been, I don't know how long you spent with this creature. I don't know what side is he on. And you all look really roughed up.
Yeah, it's not been easy to get to you. We've been worried. We didn't know what happened. We didn't know if you were in danger, and And this guy, she points to Rio, doesn't really remember anything about his past other than he might have been a shite person.
This was the man in the statue, if you'd remember, Digger.
So, you did manage to awaken him.
Well, he's up, but does he remember anything now?
Well, he must have been chained up for a reason. All those ballista must have wanted him dead, even while he's imprisoned in all that stone.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely pissed off somebody. Maybe a lot of somebodies.
Look, I don't know him. I can't trust it. I have known you guys for a while, but our time spent apart has, well, made me reluctant to... It's hard for me to believe that, well, you mean me well.
See, that tells me maybe something's not right here, Digger, because we've risked our lives to get to you. In fact, we were given an out by some weird spirit thing, and we chose not to leave because we were afraid we'd leave you behind.
Digger, we are scroll seekers together. Your well-being is my personal responsibility.
I thought I told you all to get out if I'm not back within a day.
We don't leave friends behind.
Yet we all came here to this expedition knowing any of us would lose our lives.
Yeah, but we didn't know you were dead. If we knew you were dead, that'd be different. We just knew you were gone and possibly in danger.
Digger, now that we're here, let us exercise temperance. We can find help. More knowledgeable men.
I'm sorry.
maybe not
I'm going to make
unleash
this.
calamity on the rest of the island.
I have to decide what's best for the city. So I'm going to make the same decision I did when I chose to unlock the entrance to this place over Nia being attacked by the giant bird.
Damn.
Please get out of my way.
I can't let you do that. I've come to stop a travesty. I have foreseen it in my visions. I've seen this island burning to the ground. I know I do not want it to come to pass.
She takes out a few pieces of fabric from her pockets and stuffs them into her ears and uses another handkerchief to wipe her tears, and then just says out loud, "I'm sorry, I can't listen to you anymore." And then she makes a gesture to go ahead towards the entire room.
And as she makes that gesture, the massive, hulking, rotting corpses in front of the stairway, suddenly their head breaks their neck a couple of times as it twists and turns in recognition. Roar! They let out a sigh. You hear bones creaking and crackling as a whole host of skeletons seem to climb up from the ground and suddenly take form as they are preparing to charge this position. You see that the device behind Digger suddenly starts to light up and begins channeling into whatever object is further behind her. And suddenly something very dark fills the room. It is not physical, it is not substantial, but your skin crawls. Everyone except for Digger. You feel sick to your stomach at the closeness, the proximity of whatever this presence is. And you begin to hear the screams of tortured spirits as flames light up beside the two pillars that you haven't seen yet. And you hear tortured souls from within. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Damn, Digger!
Oh.
No wonder this has felt like a a doomed mission. The whole way.
Digger's got this whole mad scientist vibe going on of like, well, knowledge at all pursuits, no matter the cost, and dang
Yeah,
it.
you know,
that's
if we didn't get to the Satan altar, maybe I would have been like, okay, Digger, go right ahead.
yeah, like this obviously probably isn't a good idea, and the fact that we're obsessed enough to just take the risk anyways, like, it seems like, you know, one of those tragic characters. It's probably not going to end up well for Digger, and we're probably going to get blamed if we survive.
Well, the last thing she did was turning her back to you, so yeah. I have no idea what's gonna happen next myself.
But good job, Kyler. That was an excellently done scene.
Yeah, definitely worth a hero point, I'd say. That was good.
Indeed, since we're at the 3-hour mark, don't want to start any combat, but that seemed like a dramatically sufficient moment to leave you all in suspense. Unfortunately, I have to go out of town to a birthday party next week, but... Oh, and the week after that, Cole's gonna be gone because it's her birthday.
Yeah. I mean, someone could ghost me if they wanted to, but I'd miss any important lore drops.
This seems like an important
We're gonna miss all the RP.
Yeah, this is this could be the last battle for everyone. You could all be dead.
TPK, yeah.
Oh, well, that sucks that we had such a good build-up that we have to leave for maybe 2 weeks, but...
Well, I'm gonna pull this dagger out of my heart in the meantime.